Hello, and you're probably thinking, why is he without his glasses? What's going on? Has he had laser corrected? Not with these eyes. Huh. I wish, but no. I'm far too long-sighted, and well, as you could tell from that video with Anime Girl, when I did that one, before glasses, after glasses. But the reason why I've got no glasses is because no, they haven't broken. It's the 1976 to about 1981 thing with the Elton John singles. Excuse me. In that time, Elton tended to do without his glasses, and I thought, oh well, for a bit of effect. No, I'm not going to do that either. There's not going to be any. Yeah, sorry about that. So I thought that why not? I'll just the titles are big enough for me to see them. There's probably nothing I really need the glasses on for. Watch me to be proved wrong by this too. So I'll just go through these, and the whole thing is a blur. So that's the other thing too. Is all that is a blur. Now I believe this EP is quite sought after. I don't know, but Four from Four Eyes. How ironic! I should start with that. Eh? So yeah, four from Four Eyes, and it features four songs. One song being your song. So I quite like that photo actually. That one. So yeah, there's Elton in full piano smashing ability there. It does look strange without my glasses on. So there you go, Four from Four Eyes. After me saying that I wasn't going to wear my glasses because Elton didn't wear his glasses in them. The ultimate irony would have been them sort of pressing this and going, oh no, we've used a photo of him without his glasses on. That would have been great. It's a somewhat disposable throwaway. I love the song though. Part-Time Love. There's Elton standing by his jukebox, predating George Michael by about 11 years. Created a look even without realising it, old Elton. So yeah, this is another pressing of Part-Time Lure. Nice. The B-side there, or the rear. Elton looking all sort of moody and stuff like that. I don't know quite what he was going for there. This sort of Charlie Chaplin-ish thing there. So that's another picture sleeve to Part-Time Lure. Gosh, some of these I actually did buy quite a few years ago. That one. Now, Return to Paradise. I don't even remember the song. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, I've got no idea what country it's from, but it's marketed by Phonogram. So that's the important thing. We know who it's marketed by. So yes, that's Return to Paradise from some mystery country. Oh, maybe that's the idea. Well, you don't really know where Paradise is, so that makes sense that you don't know where the record comes from. Now, I remember reading somewhere that this song was kind of recorded a few years before it was released, but Ego, not one of my favourite songs actually, I'm afraid, but yep, there we go. Ego John, Elton Ego. But that's the Australian pressing, by the way, so it's the Australian pressing of Ego with, Flintstone Boy. Yeah, I suppose insert inevitable joke about, oh, what about Rubble Boy? Or Bam Bam Boy? Oh, I'm sure he did Bam Bam Boy on more than one occasion. Ooh. Next up is another single from where I have no idea the origin of. And Are You Ready for Love? Now the photo, I don't know why everyone had all these eye goo on him for the Russian thing. Well, the unanswered question. Clearly it was the peak cap period too. I actually used to own a cap like that and it didn't suit me either. Glasses on or off. Next up is, I actually quite like this song, the US copy of Mama Can't Buy You Love, followed by Three-Way Love Affair. What a weird coupling of songs. So Mama can't buy you love, but you can have a three-way love affair. I suppose Mum couldn't buy you that love either. Elton looking dark and moody there. Probably been up 3 days straight, and that's why the eyes are so like that. What the things that would get released as a single in other countries. This is from Portugal. I'm sorry if those who liked his version But I'm sorry, that sucked so bad. But I guess it was that period of time where you did disco versions of old songs, and yeah, it's just shocking. And this is the Australian pressing to Victim of Love. Oh, well, it was the same on either side anyway, isn't it? It doesn't matter. So that's the Australian pressing to Victim of Love. So yeah, from the album of the same name, you have Victim of Love with Elton John. Looking very pensive there. Yeah, okay, enough of that. The paste on hair there, the sort of hair transplant that he had, one of many that didn't know. He's got that rat's nest on top of his head. Looks like it needs a damn good wash. And next up is the UK pressing of Little Genie. The song sounds so much like Daniel though, right? Whether that was a conscious thing or not, I don't know, but you could almost argue that musically it's kind of Daniel Part 2. Okay, now here's an interesting one. Sartorial eloquence. And this actually states on the thing, it's made in West Germany. It truly does say that. Hang on. I don't want to scan the record, so I'll put it up to the screen there. But yeah, there it is, where my thumb is. I know it's all blue and stuff, but yep, made in West Germany. And we have the Australian double single thing of Dear God. Terrible. Of Elton sort of just trying to get rid of some excess tracks, I think. The trouble with White, as anybody in records would know, that ringwear happens, which is really frustrating. But the actual cardboard too, that doesn't help either. And next up is the American pressing to Nobody Wins. Elton on TV in a purple room telling us that nobody did win because there's nobody in the room. I don't know. I got to admit, I can see why no one would be sitting in there because that chair looks so uncomfortable. And that painting's not exactly artistic delight either. Now, another one of the interesting international pressings. German copy of Just Like Belgium. There you go. I wonder why that was released. This is the Australian pressing to... And I've seen the ads for it, of Elton John Lennon. Oh, so original, hey? Back in the day when Elton actually had a hairy chest. I think he uses a bit of the old wax now. Actually, with a chest like that, it kind of invokes the that mind picture of Steve Carell in that movie. Just thinking about that makes one wince. Well, basically, it was a moment in history caused by a bet that the two guys had and the song going to #1, which, yeah. And apparently, yes, John Lennon, when he said that he was going off stage to be sick or whatever it was, apparently that was real. Apparently he was nervous to the point of wanting to throw up. Huh. Last but not least, in this particular group of things, we've got Elton and Kiki. Loving You is sweeter than ever. And by the way, that photo of Kiki actually is blurry. Do not adjust your set. Kiki is blurry. Yes, she's a blurry Kiki. This is like a dragon. Hello, I'm Kiki Blurry, and I'm going to make you fuzzy. Hello, I'm Kiki Blurry, and I'm going to make you all fuzzy and warm. And my goodness me, this sounds so... payment required after services. Kiki doing a bit of a Toyah Wilcox there. I think she sort of saw Toyah and thought, I like that look. I'd say next, but that's the last one. Alright, so from a fuzzy Kiki to Fare Thee Well. It sounds like a kind of band name for a sort of DJ house group, sort of Fuzzy Kiki and the Fare Thee Wells. Yeah, right, I'm off now. And some would say, a long time. Alrighty. Thank you for putting up with this. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. If you made it through to the end of this, I appreciate it very much. And the main thing is, as long as you take care of yourself and do all the like, subscribes, and all of that sort of thing, all the bells and whistles, like I always say. Oh, that was a bit coordinated then. That's rare for me to be coordinated like that. Went right in a handbasket, didn't it? All right. Thank you very much for watching. Just as the rain starts to pour. Oh, I could record this for ASMR, couldn't I? Ooh, there you go. And on that soothing little note, you take care, alrighty. Ciao.